to control people, to instill fear in people, to grab onto your liberties and freedoms. You had a member of these drills, a member of Visor Consultants, Peter Power, someone who was not in the loop, getting on Sky Television and the BBC, and new listeners can check this out, saying that the hair on the back of his neck is standing up right now because at the exact same time they were running drills of blowing up the exact same train stations. And the BBC kind of follows up on it and goes, that is an incredible coincidence. He's like, yes, it is an incredible coincidence. And then last year, because of people like you and myself, We Are Change, which is now a global institution. I mean, if you want it, you got it. You can go up to a politician. You can go up to somebody who is a corporate entity. You can go up to one of these elites and ask a question. We Are Change Ireland, in a country far, far away, finds Peter Powers, asks him who he's going to run the drills, who he was running the drills for, and the man walks into a closet, Alex. He walks not into another room.
He was hiding.
In a closet. If that doesn't scream guilt, and those are just two instances that we can prove in the last 2 years.
By the way, NIST has had to admit now that the North Tower didn't fall into the South Tower, didn't knock out 25 or 30% of it. But Jesse's doing, well, I don't want to get into it. The point is, he's going around confronting all these people, and they're still just spewing the same bull.
That's right. That's right. It's the same talking
Man,
points.
I know so much I can't talk about here.
Well, you know, I mean,
A lot of exciting stuff.
I still get those talking points, too. Oh, 25% of the back face of World Trade Center 7 was scooped out.
And we have video. It isn't.
And it's not. We have video inside the building.
And now
Alex.
NIST has retracted that.
Yeah, they absolutely have.
And then now these big firms and institutions and big architecture institutes are coming out and saying, we've read your report. This is impossible.
Yeah.
I mean, but again, the debunkers count on people being stupid and not looking deeper. They just count on putting out disinformation, and that isn't working anymore.
No, it's absolutely right. Let me give you an example of what they do. Okay, they just make a claim that is completely untrue and then run with it. For instance, one of the big debunkers' claims is that the military drills that morning immediately ended as soon as the real attacks happened. And they just spew this. They give no evidence. But we have the NORAD tapes, Alex. These drills went on all morning long, at least through Flight 93 going down, and then when they called them to Cheyenne Mountain, it took another 20 to 25 minutes for them to shut these drills down. That's all morning. That's not 8:45 they stopped. But that doesn't matter, because whenever I talk to a debunker, they say right away, oh, well, they put those drills on hold at 8:45. That ended. That's not real. There was no hijacking drills that morning. When you can look at the NORAD games, Vigilant Guardian, Vigilant Warrior, Apollo Guardian, Global Guardian, and they're running live hijack drills. They're running a mass Armageddon exercise where E4Bs, in other words, mobile command centers for the quote-unquote shadow government or continuity of government program, just happen to be on the scene of the attacks.
Now, Bermas, I want to add something here before we get into some other news and take phone calls before Sully Costello joins us. You're wanting to do a radio show again. You've been so busy making Fabled Enemies that you quit your Genesis show for a while. And we're moving into the other studio, but I don't have the people hired to do the video in. You're going to do a show over Genesis. I have no desire to get involved with the radio network. I'm so tired of people telling me that. There's no way I would try to get involved in managing all those personalities and dealing with all of it, but I want to get your show back on Genesis. You're talking, but it will also be streamed on prisonplanet.tv. And so look for that in the next few months. I mean, you're building your studio. You're going to have a nice little area there and do a 2-hour show. We're not sure about what time to do it. We had talked about this in the past. So Jason Bermas will be coming back on the airwaves in the next few months. But let's not procrastinate forever and then not have it happen. But the other variant of that, it's also going to be on the web at prisonplanet.tv, and you're building a TV studio. The screens behind you, video feeds.
I'm blessed, Alex.
And then our new studio, not just for the TV show I'm going to do nationally, that's only 1 hour a week starting, then also do web reports from the nice setup and everything. But we're going to have a studio for radio. It's got little robotic cameras and a big back screen and curtains, and just going to have a podium, too, where I can give speeches or have announcements. I mean, it's pretty kick butt.
I really believe we're going to give the mainstream media a hell of a run for their money, and they're not even going to see it coming. I mean, I really do. I mean, our studios are going to look slick. Hopefully our presentation is going to be bigger than ever, and more people are going to be pulled into this, Alex. I mean, you've done so much already.
And, folks, we would do this faster, but when you're busy working 16, 17 hours, I mean more. Last night I got up at 7, we had breakfast with Ventura. We went there and got ready. We met him for breakfast at 9. But I got up at really 6:30, left the house at 7, came and met with you guys at 8. And we went, and then last night I dropped him off at 12:30, and we came back here to the office, worked some more. Then I went home.
It's a 20-hour day.
Yeah, exactly. And then I couldn't help myself. I had to go look up this dean, Barkley candidate, on the web. I mean, literally, we're burning with the passion for liberty and freedom. And people ask how we can work so much because we have passion. And folks, you've got that same passion. You've just got to put it into effect in small ways. It will build. Whether your radio show online has 10 listeners or 1 million, the point is taking action or using Access TV or Micro FM. More people need to put up Micro FM and, put on some of these networks. I mean, there's so much, but you were talking about something when I interrupted you.
No, that's okay, Alex. I mean, again, I really think we're going to give the mainstream media a run for their money. I think we're going to be slick. You've done such a great job with your PrisonPlanet.tv 4th hour on the air show in the last, what's only been on, about 6-7 months, not even?
Yeah.
I mean, that's so huge. I mean, you see it every day, and it's getting 10, 15, 20,000 hits on YouTube. That's awesome.
Yeah, let's explain. The members get the live stream and the higher quality, because without it we couldn't operate. You folks aren't just getting your higher quality streams and videos. You are making it possible here. And then we love the members ripping and getting it all over the map. But the great guy over at the Alex Jones channel, which is not us. I mean, we're not control freaks. You tried to, give us the channel, and we're like, But the more I think about it, maybe we should, just so some other cretin doesn't get it and attack us, because that's how it works. But the guy's real nice. But this morning I got an email, literally no sleep, 3.5 hours. I'm in here stumbling around, before the show, like an hour before, and then we see his email saying, "Hey guys, you didn't post my latest videos." I mean, yeah, it's just Kurt Nemo over at InfoWars. We're overwhelmed, and then that's what I feel bad about. Is that our own supporters, people that email me, and I'm not bashing him, he's a great guy. He works so hard. He posts like 10, 15 videos a day. And thank you, Alex Jones channel guy. I don't even have time to call him up on the phone and thank him. I don't have time to hardly see my family anymore. And I'm going to say this. We're almost done with the studios. I'm going to have to take some time off just to be with my family. My children are getting big, and I don't, I'm seeing them 2 hours a day, but I'm kind of tired today, so I'm just kind of brainstorming and babbling. The point is to all of you, we appreciate you. We just can't respond to the emails and everything. There's not many of us.
You have doubts about this.
Never sung along to this song. Stingray, Stingray. Ba-ba-da-da.
The last bumper music was Jimmy Vaughn. I got to see him play it live last night on the stage, Alex. How great was that? I know we're going to put some of that up there, too, Jimmy Vaughn.
Yeah, we did an interview with him in Ventura.
Yeah. He was a really nice guy.
Yeah, they're great people. And his wife, Robin. Oh, my goodness. We got Sully Costello coming up. That really bums me out. We'll have him on at the 8 after. Set up by the feds. It's a 3-year conviction.
Is that what they sentenced him?
Yeah, I got that fun email this morning. Well, I mean, it's hard enough just to read all these emails, and Trey's in there reading them as fast as he can. Aaron's in there trying to read them in between webmastering and posting videos and doing everything else. And I'm not complaining. I was trying to explain before the break, we are limited. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3. There's really 3 people who full-time or even part-time deal with video here. Mm-hmm. And then I've got in this office 2 people that can do web stuff, and then I've got the 2 Watsons, and we got Kurt, and I mean, in the bigger office we can now get a few extra people to try to go over all this stuff. I'm just all the time I get emails going, when I email my senator, I get a response back. I'm not getting a response back from you folks. We don't have it. Now, I'll say this, we could have another bunny bomb called Answer All the Emails, Respond to All the Phone Calls Bunny Bomb. But in a way, I don't think that's, I mean, I know I'm missing a lot of calls. I mean, when Charlie Sheen tried to get in contact with me, he tried to get in contact with me for a month until we finally got his email and saw it. It's the same thing with so many other people that I've missed. I mean, I've run into celebrities that are like, I tried to contact you 3 years ago. So we do need to be able to go through everything, but at the same time, I don't even know why I'm getting off into this. It's just I make the point time and time again. I see so many people get mad that we can't respond.
Or we can't tell every story. Yeah.
Or cover every event. They think it's like a conspiracy.
Yeah.
Folks, I am literally dizzy right now. I'm so tired.
Yeah, I mean, I just got an email the other day about this Rothschild situation. Apparently one of the younger Rothschilds wrote a big letter to the editor in Europe accusing the shadow chancellor over there and Mendelssohn.
Yeah, that's in the press.
Yeah, of taking illegal contributions from this Russian billionaire. And the guy's like, well, why aren't you guys covering it? It sounds suspicious to me. I'm like, look, man, there's only the BBC America in this neck of the
No,
woods.
you just told us.
Yeah, you just told us. We don't see that in our media, number one.
In fact, we need you to email us stories and links and news because probably a tenth of my emails are, why are you covering this up? It's something that happened 2 hours ago or a day ago. And I'm like,
sometimes it could be a week and we miss it. I mean, we're not perfect. We're human beings like everybody else, Alex. I mean, we're not perfection, and we need more people.
God, we're far from it. Are you kidding? Far from it. Look at this. Look at these eyes. Far from perfection. I was basically going through clouds of smoke yesterday. I wasn't any secondhand willy weed. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I mean, it was like...
you know how it is when you're out of the Willy Land. I mean, how cool is it that he hangs out on his tour bus? I mean, he's literally, you hear that.
No, he walked on the bus and nothing was going on. It was like layers.
It's just crazy to me, man. I mean,
literally like in an old smoke-filled bar, but it wasn't cigarettes.
And it wasn't even really a decked-out bus, Willie. Willie, again, just totally.
It looked like my grandmother's kitchen.
Yeah, it's like salt of the earth. Like, yeah, literally.
Like his house is just one big kitchen. Yeah. So everybody really lives in their kitchen. Yeah.